Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so I'm just going to do a voiceover because the weather's kind of been a bit funny lately. So please comment down below on what you'd like me to do next. This video is just basically Kalani's story about her parents, where she came from. So Kalani was actually from my cousin's mare. She was a standard bred and actually raced and paced. Her dad is actually unknown. We don't know what he is. I've had people tell me what they think he might have been, but I'm just not going to go on anything just yet until I completely know. So these are just some photos of when I first met her. So she was quite fluffy and very, very brown. And she was only about 12.2 hands, maybe 12.3. So she wasn't overly too big, but she was pretty tall for her age. She's only 7 months in these photos. Yeah, so you can see she looks quite young at the moment. She does sort of grow up, as you'll see later in the video. The next video is her coming off the truck. She was a bit nervous because it was the middle of the night. It was really windy. It was just a horrible night. But she did really well when she came off the truck. She didn't care about the horses running around. This is a very blurry picture because it was very late at night. This was the next day when we were able to put her in the paddock. We actually just left her in the round yard overnight. This is her just running around, getting a feel for the paddock, checking out the ponies. She was very inquisitive, which I really liked. It made it really easy for her training later on. As you can see, she is doing some teeth clacking, so she's just saying, "Hey guys, I'm a baby, don't hurt me." These are just some other pictures of that day. I did forget to mention that I actually did work with her just a little bit before I put her in the paddock. So the next video is just me going up, letting her smell me, remember my scent, let her follow me, lock onto me. As you'll see in a clip here, she started to run away from me and get a bit anxious, but she slowly just, calmed down a lot more and decided to come right up next to me and just stand there. Because that was so much work and she's never really been touched, she was very, very tired and decided to have a little nap. This was really cool because she was comfortable letting me go up and touch her while she was laying down, and she really didn't show any fear whatsoever. When she first came to us, she didn't like licorice, apples, or anything. So this was a couple days after, and she was actually just started to eat an apple. So that was a really big step. This is when she got her very first halter. Believe it or not, this is a cob. So she does have a fairly big head for her age. This is her very first leading. As you can see, she's not very sure what I'm asking, but she did eventually lay down on the track, as you'll see, did eventually start to walk a bit better. This is her giving me lots of cuddles. So this is just walking her back again. She's still not very, she doesn't want to come up next to me for some reason. She was very bum shy, shoulder shy. She'd always want me into two-eye vision. This is her trying on the halter I made for her. This was her very first hose down, and as you can see, she's grown a lot more. She's very tall. At this stage, I think she was around 14 hands, so a lot of yous are probably thinking how tall she's going to be. Roughly, she'll be around 16.2 to 17 hands. The next video is me just riding around, and she was quite inquisitive of what I was sitting on and why I was riding a horse. So she just decided to come up and have a sniff. Pirate wasn't very fun, so I had to correct him real quick before he wanted to walk away. This is her very first tie up, and this is also her eating some more carrots. This was her very first worming. Not very good shot because I was trying to worm and take pictures at the same time. The next video is just me walking her again, getting her to yield off pressure. I was using my pony next to me just to help her walk with him. This is her very first braids. I decided to do up a mane because she has a very thick and long mane. So I decided just to plait them up, make her feel a bit pretty. This is her, so as you can see, she's definitely grown a lot. Her coat's a lot darker. Her legs are very long. This is her first encounter with a broom. She thought it was quite fun to get a bit of a nose scratch. I'm sure you can all tell she has a problem of sticking her head out of the rails. She does that quite a lot. She's a very lazy foal as well, I've noticed. She prefers just to lay around and not do any work. This was her very first bath with soap. the next picture, you'll see how much she's actually grown and how big she's actually filled out a lot. This is what she likes to do with the lead rope. She likes to play with it. I don't know. I probably shouldn't allow it, but I do. This is just a bit of a video to show you her tallness and her length. She's very, very leggy. This just shows how black she's really become. The last video is just her getting some muzzle scratches that she loves. Thanks for watching today's video, guys, and I hope to see you all soon. Please comment again what video I should do next, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe.